That is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
We have not seen Toni Storm inside an AEW ring since All in London this past August until tonight. I mean, she appeared at the end of Dynamite when Mariah May successfully defended the AEW Women's World Championship, but this is not the Toni Storm that we've been accustomed to. This is a throwback, Tony. Shivani.
Throwback to Toni Storm that we remember when she first arrived here in AEW, and this should be a very, very good matchup.
And her opponent, also from Gold Coast, Australia, Harley Cameron.
A potential battle of hometown pride here in Kansas City. Pretty long way away from Gold Coast, Australia.
You Gold Coast ladies getting it on in KC, how about it? But I'll tell you what, Toni Storm, this is not the same Harley Cameron that you remember back in August. She is much improved, and you're going to have your hands filled here, Toni Storm.
Of course, Tony Schiavone, Gold Coast, Australia, just outside of Brisbane, where we will be headed next February for Grand Slam Australia.
It's going to be an exciting weekend for us. No doubt about it. You know what? I just seeing Toni Storm back in the ring just makes me smile.
A little less timeless.
That's what I was going to say, Daddy Magic. It makes me smile, but my head is swimming with questions.
She seems to have found her.
Is this the same woman as timeless Toni Storm? Is she offering the handshake as Harley Cameron takes a side headlock? Is this the same woman that captured the AEW Women's World Championship on 3 separate occasions?
I think a case can be made for this young lady to be the best women's world champion AEW's ever seen, and there's been some great ones.
She doesn't seem to have lost a step athletically, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, nice change of direction there by Toni Storm. Kick to the midsection, doubles over Harley Cameron. And fans will coming up tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, or immediately following NBA action on TNT. It is Collision No Rest for Toni Storm. She will be back in action tomorrow night. Plus, Leo Rush, Action Andretti teaming up to take on Top Flight. Chris Statlander will be in action tomorrow night as well. Plus, a huge 10-person tag team match. Orange Cassidy, Daniel Garcia, the Outrunners, and Commander take on the Premier Athletes and the MXM Collection. Then, next Wednesday night, 8/7 Central, live on TBS from our nation's capital. It's AEW Dynamite, Holiday Bash, Continental Classic, Gold League action, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Blue League action, Shelton Benjamin, the Beast Mortals, TBS Championship on the line, Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay. Plus, we will hear from MJF next Wednesday night.
There we go!
We'll be right back if this idiot remembers who she is!
Harley Cameron taking my job.
An absolute psycho.
Can't get a better pitch than that, can you?
Harley Cameron, how do you do?
No, she's something else, man.
And a bit of an unorthodox attack by Harley Cameron, but an effective one nonetheless. Oh, rough landing for Toni Storm on the outside.
Toni Storm now. Hasn't been inside of a ring for how many months now?
I mean, it's been four months almost since All in London. That was the 25th of August. Of course, you remember, Daddy Magic, you were there with us.
I certainly was. Is she at her championship level when she left?
Jeff Jarrett assembled that team to challenge for the vacant 16-man tag team championship.
That's right, I remember that.
One of the best 16-man championship matches I've ever seen.
The only one I've ever seen. Look at this. Look, Harley Cameron is vicious.
Oh my God! Harley Cameron!
Harley Cameron whipping Toni Storm hard into the barricade.
Is she going to take this thing?
Could be a massive upset in the making for Harley Cameron.
I told you.
Defeating a 3-time former AEW Women's World Champion, whether Toni Storm realizes it or not.
Toni Storm,
that's who she is.
She was in for a rude awakening. She's finding out right now.
I don't know who Harley Cameron's dating. Could you imagine this? This woman's crazy.
Cover. 1, shoot. Did you say who she's dating?
I don't know who she's dating.
Who is she dating?
I don't know.
Is this something we normally talk about in the course of a match?
I was just shrieking and beating up. Just reminded me that
I want the gossip.
I just reminded me that I'm glad I'm not dating anymore.
Yeah, because your life is so much more calm and settled.
Right.
Sounds like you have a scoop, Tony.
Oh, boy.
Look at this woman is vicious.
Like a Lou Reed song come to life.
Just hammering Toni Storm with those elbows. Right to the collarbone. And again.
Vicious, Shivani, vicious. Those
Look at
elbows right into the clavicle of Toni Storm. Action continues tonight on Rampage, where the three-time former AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm finds herself at a disadvantage against Harley Cameron. This throwback version of Toni Storm, though, mounting a comeback, Daddy Magic.
Certainly is. Harley Cameron, though, hell of a showing here so far.
Oh, wow. Backbreaker executed by Toni Storm. Harley charging in. Storm ducks underneath shoulder tackle.
I think Harley Cameron's about to find out that she's in the ring with a three-time champion.
Toni Storm leaves her feet and now raining down right hands on Harley Cameron.
Yeah, Harley's deserved every bit of this. Little payback for what she has done so far.
And now Toni Storm, fisherman suplex. The cover, 2.
Whoa!
Hitting predicament, very nearly scoring the victory for Toni Storm.
Hey, now credit to Harley Cameron. She's taking a do, Toni Storm. Showing some guts here.
Fans, we've got some great live events coming up for AEW next weekend. Collision and Dynamite, back-to-back nights, Saturday, December 21st, Sunday, December 22nd, the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. Then World's End coming up on Saturday, December 28th from the Edition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. And we will be kicking off the new year with Dynamite, Fight for the Fallen on January 1st from the Harris Cherokee Center in Asheville, North Carolina. AEWTIS.com. Harley Cameron is going to take it here, but Toni Storm just barely kicking out last possible moment.
As close as it gets, Tony.
Yeah, you can see the disappointment in the face of Harley Cameron because she thought she had won the match, and you know what? So did I.
Man, that was her best shot right there. That was her best shot to win this contest.
Harley Cameron, you can see favoring that lower back after all the punishment doled out by Toni Storm, but Cameron doing a good job staying in this fight. Accelerates to the ropes. No. The sky high. 1, 2. No. Harley Cameron kicking out.
Wow. Harley Cameron staying in this thing, not giving up.
Uh-oh.
Harley instinctively
you gotta watch out here.
backing up to the corner, but finding it. Oh, wait a second.
Is that top?
It wasn't timeless, but it was still the hip attack in the corner.
The old flying ass.
Followed up by Storm. 0. Toni Storm. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Toni Storm.
We want to talk about instinctive. Toni Storm, it seemed like for a moment we were going to see something timeless, but then maybe changing her mind at the last possible second.
Well, in many ways, one of her biggest wins because of all the time she has been off. For her to come back against a lady who was ready to fight, great win for Toni Storm.
Yes, let's give credit to Harley Cameron. Hell of a showing. Congratulations, Toni Storm.
Former AEW Women's World Champion is back on track, but right now let's take a look at a must-win matchup in the Continental Classic.